Rishi Sunak didn't have much time to relax over Christmas. He was back at his desk in Downing Street, while most people were still trying to figure out what day of the week it was. The Prime Minister is known for believing that hard work will get you what you want. But even if had worked tirelessly throughout the festive period, he would have come no closer to solving the fundamental dilemma would face next year. Early or late, Sunak has not yet decided whether a general election will be held in May or in the autumn. With his senior aides sitting on opposite ends of the dilemma, Conservative Campaign HQ is working on assumption that election could happen at any time. But many MPs assume it will go early. Someone sent me running diary from the 6th of March budget as starting gun for a campaign that will culminate on the 2nd of March. The second week of May was ominously blocked by the election recovery. If Sunak decides go to the polls in May, it will mean that the electoral recovery will also apply MPs and councillors. In Tory England, elections will be held in May and council members in 107 local authorities will go to the polls. These councillors will be more motivated to go out and save own bacon and that of local MPs if they lose seats. They may still be licking wounds come election day in the autumn. The party machine is badly demoralized and understaffed, but if the campaign engines in their constituencies are recovering from major local council losses, they may struggle even more to find enough campaigners for a ground war. One benefit of many Tory MPs standing down rather than losing their seat at this election is that their backbenchers are not cynical and mentally controlled in the way that someone who is just going through the motions of losing a seat would be. But new candidates rely even more on their local party to campaign. And that assumes a local party is in good shape. The theory of the budget as a starting gun relies heavily on the fiscal event going well. It doesn't always happen that way, and it would be particularly damaging for a Conservative party trying to recover from one of the worst examples of budget backlash. Liz Truss 2022 mini-budget. The Conservative Party was mocking Labour for blowing up, but voters are more likely to remember what happened to their mortgages in the last few years than anything Gordon Brown bought 14 years ago. So even a big endowment budget that cuts income tax, national insurance and does something remarkable on inheritance tax carries huge risks if it isn't accompanied by an explanation of how the Conservatives will pay for these policies. Then voters could be forgiven for wondering whether the party was financially reckless to win the election. Paying for the tax cuts would involve cutting department spending even further. No party wants to enter the election with a spending cut plan. Even less so when voters' satisfaction with public services, including the ever remarkable NHS, is so low. Jeremy Hunt Us.